One defeat in their last 11 league games to Wrexham. Solid defence, 12 clean sheets, the most in League One. Bristol Rovers have only scored twice in their last 7 games. They've lost their last 3 league matches, but it's the EFL, it's unpredictable. As referee Lee Swaby leads the players onto the pitch. And there is Dave Horseman, who gets his opportunity in charge today. He wants to leave it in good shape for the man coming in. Bristol Rovers hoping to have someone in charge for their next game on Boxing Day against Exeter City. Opportunity to get one inside the penalty area, might fall for Rathbone, and there's Palmer! He insists that was deflected behind. First chance of the game. Barnett's cross in by Rathbone, and did it deflect there off James Wilson? And might have flicked him on the way through. Martin loses out. There's James McLean up against Moore. Away by Griffiths, clawed away. Another corner. Well, if you get the delivery right on a day like today, have such a big impact. No ball in this time, not directly from the corner anyway. And then lifted over the bar by Brunt. It's completely unmarked. Not an easy ball to get over. This is James. It's a lovely ball as well. This could be the opening goal. What a fine pass. And Elliot Lee opens Wrexham's account. Matty James allowed space to make the pass in midfield. And the Bristol Rovers defence opened up. And Elliot Lee onto it, and Wrexham have the lead. And James with time and space to pick the pass. And no chance for Josh Griffiths in that Bristol Rovers goal. Guided calmly in. There's Lee, the goal scorer, off a cannon. To Barnett. Back for James. Rathbone. Barnett. And that's not far away. Ryan Barnett. He's not scored in the league this season. Very close there. This will tell us how close. Well, there's a confidence about Wrexham's football that Bristol Rovers unable to match so far. And for Mola, from McCormick's pass. Wrexham have it back again, cannon forward. This is Mullin, in for Palmer. And using his strength against Taylor Moore. What are his options? Well, here's one of them. Right, it might fall for McLean. Against the post, that's a let-off. Wrexham so close to taking a 2-goal lead. Barnett's cross is hung in the wind. And against the base of the post. Well, he'll be happy enough, but I wonder whether he'll be thinking, could we have made a bit more of our first half control? Not much for the home supporters to get enthused about so far. There's Rathbone nipping in. Well, the combination there of Taylor and Wilson doing just enough, but it's not over yet. This is Mullin. Mullin's cross. Straight into the chest of Griffiths. Cannon shot. Sweet enough, but too close to Josh Griffiths. Well, it's only 1-0. And Horseman's team has some hope. Griffiths scrambling there. And shot from distance, not far away. Mullin with it. And 3/4 of the game played. Nothing like a semblance of a chance for Bristol Rovers in the entire match. Barnett looking for Fletcher. Gets it back again. For Cannon. Cannon's cross. Is this going to fall? Rathbone on the edge of the penalty area. And racking up the efforts on goal. Elliot Lee's calm finish in the 18th minute from Matty James's pass. That's all they have to show for it. Mola hurriedly forward. O'Connell wins it again. Handball. Cleworth involved. Now on we go. Strong challenge from Lindsay. Finds on a chair from Martin. Cleworth was across. Not an easy one for Chris Martin. 36 to latch on to that to show a burst of pace. Half won by Fletcher, still there at the back post. Taylor's getting involved. Now Lindsay back in. And away by Barnett. Possibilities for Wrexham on the break. Here's Mullin. He's got Barnett to his left. Mullin. Another opportunity squandered. And Mullin with this great scoring record. Backed him to take it on there. He could have slipped Barnett in. That's the one lead goal this season. Taylor. And for Senior. And Barnett takes a risk. Thomas. Back post. And there we go. On a chair. With the equalizer for Bristol Rovers. Their first serious effort on goal. Wrexham allowed the ball to bounce inside the penalty area. And Bristol Rovers exploited the error. And Promise has delivered. Thomas's cross, Omachair's finish, and Wrexham caught near the end. Now we've seen it so often in football. Barnett allowed the ball to drop. Thomas's cross, and Omachair found the corner. So one last breakout here for Wrexham, and Barnett loses out. Here's Hutchinson. Where's this falling inside the penalty area? On the chair is there, scramble behind for a corner. Now Wrexham have lost control of the game. Well, this might be the last play of the game. Corner to Bristol Rovers. Away by Fletcher. Hutchinson's onto it. Centre back is up there. Taylor loses out. And there is the final whistle. Well, Wrexham, it might feel like a defeat. That Promise on a chair has salvaged a point for Dave Horseman's team. And now it's all kicking off after the final whistle. And who's getting involved there? Suddenly all sparked. After the final whistle, Wrexham's frustration boiling over, and James McLean shown a yellow card by Lee Swaby after the final whistle. And Dave Horseman's side salvaged a point from a game which Wrexham controlled, created just about all the chances until Bristol Rovers just found that moment right at the end.